Hey everybody, before starting today's video, I just want to give a big thank you to all of our members on yaminoob.co. If you don't know, yaminoob.co is a website that I built with a couple of developers to replace our old Patreon, and it is now the best way to support what we do here on this channel. All of our members over there are a big reason why we can do so many cool things like have our new office and give away so many cool bikes and make more content and all that. So if you love what we do here, consider joining down below. Click the link at yaminoob.co, sign up and support this channel. Now let's get into this video.
Well, look who it is. Look who it is back on this channel. Oh, y'all thought I got rid of it. Y'all thought it was gone. Nope. Busa's still here, guys. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Yaminoob, back at it once again with another video for you guys with the wonderful Turbo Busa. Because I do stupid things and buy bikes merely for the memes. This bike's looking so spicy now that we detailed it. Got the white letterings on. Got the Yami-chan going strong. Got one of the last Street Rossi stickers that I found in the bottom of a box from way back in 2015. And placed it on the good old Busa. So, title of today's video is why don't I ride this bike more often, man? Come on, it's completely crazy. It's the Busa. Why wouldn't you want to ride this thing all the time? So I'm going to update you guys on why I don't ride it all the time. The answer might be shockingly simple and dumb if you've seen anything I've said about this bike in an earnest context. And then I also wanted to update you guys on what's going on with it long term, when that turbocharger's coming, when we're doing stuff to it, and what else is going on with it. But let's get her started up and hear the mighty power of this period correct force exhaust on this bike. This is so funny, dude. I love this thing. I love it in the way that, I gotta put it in neutral. It's just so dumb. How can you not love this thing? It's so stupid. That deep baritone voice, baritone exhaust note. Neat. Let's go ride it. Let's go yeet. I gotta tell you, I think it's been like a month since I've ridden this thing. And it's still just as crazy as the first day when I bought it. It's big, it's black, and that's all you gotta know about it. Big old black Busa, right? It's like owning a caged bear, honestly. So much torque on tap. Right, so I get this question a lot, man. People are like, oh, Yami, if I had a Busa, I'd be on that thing every day. It's just so cool. It's so fast. How can you not want to ride it all the time? And I got to tell you, a curious thing happens when you've been motorcycling and riding as many different bikes as I ride. You know, the wow factor does wear off after a while. And I think that's why people end up boosting these things. Because if this is the only thing you ride... Jesus, man. 70 like it's nothing. So if this is the only thing you ride, like, I could totally see why you'd get bored with it eventually, because you don't really do any twisties with this thing. Like, you can, but that's not really what it's for. You know, you don't really take this thing out on your fun back roads and cruise around with it. No, come on, man. You buy a Busa because all you want to do is go unbelievably fast in a straight line. That's all this thing wants to do ever at any given moment in time. So I actually do understand why guys boost them now, because it's like, well, if I'm gonna go fast, I might as well go as fast as humanly possible and get something that puts down, I don't know, 250 to the rear wheel or something or more. And that brings me to the other point I was going to talk about, turbocharging this motorcycle. Actually, I'm going to save that for later in the vlog, because there's more I want to say about why I don't ride it. So it's just not fun. Like, I mean, it is fun in like a really goofy way, but again, it's such a cheap thrill. And for me personally, I like my bikes to be a little bit more well-rounded. I don't love just a one-trick pony kind of cheap thrill of a bike. And this is exactly what this thing is, man. It's a very, very cheap thrill. Just wants to go and rip your arms off and go fast in a straight line, which, again, I think is cool like once a month, which is probably why I ride it so infrequently. It's also up at our new office and warehouse space, so it's not even at my personal garage anymore, which, you know, makes it tougher to just jump on the bike and go for a ride. I gotta ride up to the office, jump on the Busa, then go for a ride. I think I'm just gonna jump on Mopac. Like, you gotta just do a highway run on a Busa, right? What else are you gonna do with it? It's a beautiful day here in Austin, though. I gotta tell you guys, it's like 70 degrees, bright and sunny. Couldn't ask for a better day to jump on the bike. Also, if you're noticing a drop in quality, it's the stupidest thing happened. So I somehow lost the case to my GoPro Hero 7, which is what I use as my main vlogging camera on the bike. And I don't know how the case just lost itself. I don't know where it is. And because it's a Hero 7 and not a Hero 8, there's no in-store places that have the case for the Hero 7. All they have is the cases for the Hero 8. And everything is super delayed for shipping right now because of the pandemic. So the earliest I can get a Hero 7 case on Amazon or anywhere else is like April 28th, which is like 4 weeks from now, which is super dumb. God damn, dude, this thing. Absolutely insane motorcycle. Cheap thrills, baby. So let's talk about turbocharging it, because I do want to bring that up today. Oh, that was a $120. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I'm so fortunate to have so many different bikes to just tool around and play with. This thing is so silly. Alright, so let's talk about turbocharging this thing, man. So we're definitely going to do it. 100%, I know exactly what kit we're going to get. I know how we're going to do it. The only thing that I wanted to tell you guys is, like, man, turbocharging this thing is a big chunk of work. I guess I didn't realize it, but you got to do a lot to turbocharge this thing, man. So, you know, the kit that we're getting, it's the RCC Stage 1 kit. So that's good for 240 wheel horsepower with just a tune from Bazaz, like a plug-and-play tuner. So you don't even need to get it, I mean, you should get a dyno tune, and we're 100% we're going to do that, but it's a complete, you know, turbo drop-in plug-and-play system. So all you do is you get the turbo from it, you spend, you know, 2 or 3 days installing it onto the thing, and then you, using the power commander we already have inside the bike right now, we can just load up a new map for a baseline turbo setup, and then it'll run. You know, it won't be great, but it'll run, and then later we'll go and get a dyno tune to get it nice and sorted for our atmospheric conditions for this bike and for everything else. But holy moly, actually putting the turbo on this thing, that's going to take me and Spike days, dude, if not calling an expert to do it for us or help us out with it, because you gotta take all the fairings off, obviously. You gotta drain the oil, drain the coolant, drain the fuel, take the fuel tank off. You have to drill a hole in the oil pan. You gotta tap the pan to get oil to the turbo. You gotta feed the turbo up. There's tons of little things you gotta do to make sure it runs correctly. So, you know, it's gonna be a big thing. And right now, we've got so many projects kind of in the works. Like, I've got a new sweepstakes I'm trying to open up here. We've got the 3 bikes we're doing already for the giveaway. We've got our podcast. So there's no shortage of content, but there is a shortage of just manpower to get things done. So that's definitely something we're going to keep an eye on. But yeah, I'm super excited to turbo this thing. I think it's going to be badass to have something that makes, you know, 240 wheel horsepower that costs 10 grand is pretty awesome. I'm going to jump off the highway here and do a Yui. Man, I'm going 100. What the f***? God, this is crazy, man. But yeah, it's interesting, since I've owned it for a while now, and since I've taken it on track, you know, it's still an animal. It pulls super hard, but it doesn't have that wow factor to me anymore, which is why I think once we get that turbo on there, it's going to be absolutely bonkers, man. This thing's going to be just absolutely bananas when it's putting down 240 of the wheels on a Stage 1 turbo. The other thing that's crazy about it is, you know, there are kits that RCC sells that you can get the Stage 3 turbo or whatever it is, the big package where you start, you know, doing methanol injection, and you have to port and polish the engine and get new rods and all this other stuff. You have to fully build the motor. They can make this thing make like 500 horsepower. That is absolutely insane. That sounds like a complete death trap, guys. Oh my god. or Uis with the Busa. Been a while since I've done a little Ui on her. Let's see here. Oh, just a big heavy girl, huh? My God. Alrighty, we're clear for takeoff. Oh, that was the entrance. Oh well. This bike's good at one thing and one thing only. The Busa only wants one thing, and it's disgusting. One thing I gotta give it to this bike though, just the bulletproof nature of it, man. The Hayabusa is just an absolute, like, the thing has like 28,000 miles on it. It feels really fresh, honestly. It's not bad at all. I'm actually really surprised by how fresh it feels and how good it feels. It's really not that bad for being, 14 years old and having that much mileage on it. But these motors just go forever. There's a big reason why, I know a lot of you guys clowned me whenever I got this thing. And, it's like, oh, it's a Gen 1 Busa. You should have got the Gen 2. But the Gen 1 Busa's engine is just absolutely bulletproof. Like, this thing will take 8 pounds of boost stock with nothing. It just does it. It just takes it and it's just like, yep, all run boosted, no problem. No modification needed to the engine. That's insane. The Gen 2 Busa, because of its compression ratio and because it's in a higher state of tune, to boost it, you got to do a bunch of other stuff. So there is a reason why I got a Gen 1 Busa, guys. I didn't just buy it because it was cheap. Well, I mean, that was a big reason, but not the only reason, I'm wearing my dual sport helmet, so my fin isn't really helping me right now. It's so funny. So all you want to do on this bike, you just want to take it out of the garage every once in a while and just do a couple highway pulls and put it back in and be like, that was fun. Good night, Busa. Have a good one. It's extra special right now with the Yami-chan and all the other stuff. But I think once we turbocharge it, it's going to just be absolutely ridiculous. I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Like, I'll be happy with this thing once it's boosted. We've ran it for a couple months, had our fun with it. But I might just sell it, honestly. But at the same time, I might just keep it forever and just be like, yep, I have a Turbo Busa. I don't know why I have it, but I have it. And it's absolutely ridiculous. So, hey guys, hope you enjoyed this quick little ride along on the Hayabusa. Some updates for you on it. It's a cool bike, like, no matter what, it's special, it's silly, it's awesome. I do try to ride it as much as possible, but other bikes are more fun to me personally. This is fun in such a specific way. It's such a specific type of motorcycling that, sometimes you want it, sometimes you don't. You know what I mean? So with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy, ride safe, and see you later.